It's only going to happen again. Man City, the curse is still running rife as Tottenham have beaten City at the Etihad 2-0. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe so you never miss a video. Yes, people, Tottenham Hotspur have scored the first goal at the Etihad for this 25-26 season, and it's not City. And I must say it was a well-earned performance to get that 3 points away from home. Before the game kind of started, I kind of had in my thoughts that I'd be happy with a draw with this one. Obviously we know we are City's bogey team, but obviously that was kind of under a new manager with different players. Obviously, I hate to mention it, but Sonny was the man that used to do everything and pull the strings at City. He scored a numerous amount of goals, so I was intrigued to see how we'd kind of set up going into this one. Obviously, again, you can never actually call how Spurs are going to set up with Thomas Frank at the helm. And we kind of went for a different kind of approach that we've kind of seen previously. Obviously, lots of people, myself included, made comparisons that he'd probably start the game how we did against PSG. But that wasn't the script. Today, we kind of saw a back four with a midfield three of Palhina, Sarr and Bentancur. You know what? It worked a treat. I was kind of intrigued to see who would be the player that would sit back more, but I think they just kind of worked it between themselves. At times you saw Palhina pressing, at times you saw Sarr. I mean, Sarr was just all over the place. I think he has been given TNT's man of the match, and so well deserved, because he was absolutely insane. I think early on City had the better chance. It came from Mamouche. I think Pedro Porro got very lucky in that instance. But then we kind of kicked on because Richarlison managed to pick the ball up, cross it across goal, square it to Johnson, who put it in the back of the net once again to put us 1-0 up early, well, towards the later end of the first half. It was a great finish, an even better bit of play from Richarlison. I honestly think it's going to be Richarlison's season. Obviously, Johnson's now got 2 and 2 as well, and Johnson's managed to get Richarlison's managed to get an assist and 2 goals over 2 game weeks, which, again, incredible. But City were all over the place today. I mean, the big question mark is over why Ederson didn't start. I mean, I'm here for it, because obviously Trafford had an absolute mare in goal today. He was all over the place. And I think hindsight's a beautiful thing, but I think Pep has kind of had to sit back and be like, why didn't I start Ederson? He was obviously apparently cleared the fact that he wasn't ill anymore, and it was strange he didn't start. But yeah, that was obviously a big call for Pep not to start him. But obviously the second goal from Tottenham came again from a new man, being Palhina, who after a great bit of work from Sarr managed to kind of win the ball back from a goal kick again. When we go back to Trafford having an absolute mare, this was a great instance of it. And then kind of bobbled around and fell to Palhina, who just literally whacked it in the back of the net, and it kind of saw us keep 2-0. Obviously, half-time came. There was no changes. You were kind of seeing to when Frank would change it. Obviously, we then saw a couple of changes come in. And then the big one for me was obviously towards the end, we put Danso in to go back into a back 5, and Bergvall came in. Again, with Frank, you're going to have changes. You're not going to know how we're going to start against teams. You also don't know how we're going to change it throughout the game, and it worked perfectly for us today. City didn't really have a look in, to be honest with you. And it's a great way to obviously start that away campaign for Tottenham. But there's loads of standout players once again. I'm so happy for Richie. Mickey van der Ven put some excellent blocks in today. Palhina was awesome. It was a great little bit of work to see Odobert come on as well, have a little bit of flair taking players on. And we're just outstanding today. I think it was a different kind of game plan that we had to try, because again, we didn't know how we were going to face against City, but it worked and was executed incredibly well. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment sections below. Do not forget to subscribe, and I would love it so much if you push that like button. It kind of pushes it through the algorithms. That'd be great. Hollie's back on Monday, so make sure you tune in for that one. Until next time, come on you Spurs.